He is the pillar of the pillars, the golden standard, a man recognized by both demons and humans as the strongest demon slayer of his generation, a giant of indisputable power. But why does Giyomei Himejima always cry? The easy answer, the superficial one, is compassion. You think he cries for the world, for the children, and for the tragedy, but you are wrong. His tears are not just sadness, they are doubt. They are the raw psychological scar of a betrayal so deep, so fundamental, that it shattered his own faith in humanity when he says, poor children. He isn't just talking about others, he's talking about himself. And today, in the Mind of, we are going to unearth the hidden trauma that forged the strongest and at the same time the most broken Hashira of them all. Hello everyone and welcome back. In our last analysis we explored mutual sympathy and Shinobu's vengeful mind. Today we analyzed a mind built on broken faith. Giyomei Himejima's story is one of the darkest in Demon Slayer because it forces us to confront one of our philosophy's hardest questions, which is the problem of evil. What happens to a fundamentally good soul when the world punishes it, not for its sins, but for its very virtue? To understand the stone Hashira, we must understand the man he was before the stone, the man who was destroyed by his own kindness. Before he was a Hashira, before the scar and the uniform, Giyomei was a blind man living peacefully, a devout life. His life was a pillar of Buddhist faith, compassion, mercy, and the belief that all life, even that of demons, was inherently tragic and worthy of pity. He ran a temple, served an orphanage for abandoned children who liked him. They had been marginalized by society. He didn't just feed them, he loved them, and they loved him back. They were his dharma, his sacred purpose. He himself had been a weak and sickly child once, so he dedicated his adult life to protecting those who were just like him. He built a fortress of trust and love, and that absolute trust, that blind faith in goodness, it was his downfall. The temple's role was simple: to protect them from demons. The Wisra incense he kept burning must never be put out. But one child, Kaigaku, who we will talk about in another video, broke that rule. He went out and was caught by a demon, and to save his own life, he made a deal. He offered the demon the lives of everyone else in the temple. So he put out the incense. Chaos erupted. The children, panicking, didn't listen to Giyomei. They ran and they were slaughtered. Only one smiled child, Sayo, remained frozen in terror behind him. Giyomei, blind, untrained, and unarmed, unleashed a fury he never knew he possessed. To protect the one child left, he beat the demon with his bare hands. It wasn't a fight, it was a one-sided massacre. He punched and punched and punched the demon, releasing a monstrous strength born from the love and desperation, until the sun finally arose and the demon disintegrated beneath his fist. He was exhausted. He had saved one. He had failed all the others, but he had survived. And then the real tragedy began. When the villagers arrived, they didn't see a hero. They saw a blind, bloody man kneeling over the remains of children, and the lone survivor, Sayo. The little girl, traumatized and in shock, when asked what happened, spoke the words that shattered Giyomei's soul. He killed them. The man killed them all. This is a complete psychological collapse. It's a cognitive dissonance that is impossible to process, and Giyomei's brain could not reconcile the reality. I saved this child, and this child is sentencing me. It wasn't the demon that broke him, it was the child. The demon was just a monster, and the child was humanity. The very humanity he had placed all his faith in. He was accused of murder. Imprisoned and sentenced to death, the world he tried to protect had punished him for doing so. He was on death row, awaiting for his execution, when Kagaya Ubuyashiki saved him. Kagaya gave him his life back, but he couldn't give him his faith back. Giyomei changed. The good man from the temple died that night. The one who remained was a man filled with doubt. He became a demon slayer, and his grief and rage turned him into the strongest Hashira in only 2 months. Giyomei stopped having faith in humanity and placed all of his faith in one man, Kagaya Ubuyashiki. His worth really shrank. Now we understand his tears. They are walking, talking PTSD. When he sees Tanjiro Zenitsu and Inosuke, he doesn't just see weak children. He sees the children who betrayed him. His trauma is reactivated. His crying is constant questioning. Can I trust you? Will you betray me too? His weeping is the eternal echo of the nights that his faith turned to ash. And here we arrive. What is the lesson of Giyomei Himejima? It teaches us about the deepest wound of them all, betrayal. We've all been Giyomei at some point in our lives. Maybe not to that extreme, but you've been betrayed. A friend talked behind your back, a partner lied to you, someone you trusted failed you when you needed the most, and your instinct, coping mechanism as is natural, tells you never again. I'm closing my heart and I will never trust anyone again. And most people, after a trauma like that, they get stuck there. They choose mutual apathy or Shinobu's rage. They become cynical and stay broken. And that is letting the betrayer win. Letting that person define the rest of your life. But Giyomei's real lesson in his true Hashira strength is not his physical power. Don't get me wrong, he's a monster, but it is that he became a Hashira doll. Is that despite the worst betrayal imaginable, a pain most of us can't even conceive, he found the courage to trust again. But notice how he did it. It wasn't blind faith. This was the faith that destroyed him. No. It was earned trust this time. It was hard and he doubted, but in the end he trusted Kagaya Ubuyashiki and he tested Tanjiro. He saw his heart and he trusted him, as he then trusted the other Hashira too. Blind faith, it isn't dangerous, but earned trust that is built, that is the most powerful force in the universe. True strength isn't in how hard you can hit, it's on how hard you can be hit by life, by other people too, and still find the courage to open your heart one more time. But that is my opinion, and I really want to hear yours. So I have a question. Do you think Giyomei is the most tragic Hashira of them all? Or does his ability to heal and trust again actually make him the most inspirational? Leave your analysis and opinion in the comments. If you enjoyed this analysis, subscribe and ring the bell. I am really trying to make these videos as good as I can here in this English channel, and I really hope it goes well. If there's anything I can do better, please just let me know. I'm just beginning, so if you can subscribe, comment, like it goes a really long way for me, and I really appreciate it. Thank you for all the support. I've been seeing really great results in this new channel. I hope you like it, and I will see you on the next video about Obanai.